KJ, what do you see in that Baltimore defense, especially after they allow it was like 200 yards to Jamar Chase 2 weeks ago?
They got a very fast defense. A lot of guys flying around, flying to the ball. They play very aggressive. They got those two corners on the outside. Pretty good. Guys. Patrick Queen in there running around. Big Calais Campbell in the middle. So we up for the challenge. So we're excited.
Can you learn from what Cincinnati, or can you learn anything from what Cincinnati kind of did to them?
Oh yeah, I mean you can learn from whatever any team did to them. Just looking at the film and looking at their strengths and their weaknesses, and see what we can game plan off of that to execute that.
You mentioned that the coaches repeatedly harp on yards after catch, yards after contact. I was wondering how they relay that message to you.
Just like we going over plays, like he said, like you see what Jamar Chase did. Take a normal slant, that could supposed to get 5 yards, 7 yards, take it to the house. Just doing the things that we're out there to do to be special, and that's something. The coaches are harping on us, but we want to be that as players as well. When I'm looking back at the film, what can I do better? Can I break a tackle? Things such as that nature. So it's a whole team thing.
When a team runs as many blitzes as they do and they're sending people from all over the place, how does that change the wide receiver's job?
Just identifying what's going on. Like, we out getting out there, try to get out the huddle fast. That's the reason, so you can get a little pre-snap read. So you look at the coverages, your film study, some how they try to disguise things. You're looking inside, looking at the linebackers and, the movement in there. So you got to know if you're the hot throw. If we can it, and Kurt changes the play to something else. So just having awareness, just looking around, so being aware, like, if you need to beat your guy fast or whatever. So it puts some pressure on, not pressure on us, but we got to be aware.
Hey, KJ, how do you size up your season so far? I mean, 28 catches in the first 7 games after not playing a single offensive snap last year. How do you kind of size up how far you've come from a receiving standpoint?
I think it's been well, but I'm not really looking at it right now. I just want to win games and I want to go to the playoffs. Like that's what I want to do. At the end of the season, I can look back and reflect right now, but I'm in tunnel vision. Fully focused. It's a lot more to do.
You've known Justin Jefferson now for a while. How do you, just in your vision, see him handling the expectations that come along with the season that he had last year? And he's continued to obviously produce at that high level.
It's really cool to see. Like you said, me and Jess, we came out. We trained together for the combine. Got drafted to the same team. We hang out a lot. It's interesting to see because when he first came in, it was just only success. It's almost you've never seen an incomplete pass to him. And then so it's also interesting for me to see when he does get an incomplete pass or something not going his way. How does he fight back? I talk to him. Even in the off season. I motivate him too. They say you can't do it again. They say this or that. People talking whatever. But it's great to see because he goes out there. He practices at a high level. He's working. You see him out there last week. He's banged up. He's still out there. Trying to run around, limping around. But he's out there. He's doing it. So it's really interesting to see. That's on us. Also as receivers. We're teammates. If something's not going perfect. Talk him up. He's his own biggest critic as well. He wants to do things perfect and be wide open for Kurt and things like that. So he's an extremely hard worker. Again, like I always say, I'm really blessed to be able to be his teammate. But he's a fascinating player.
And after a game where the offense struggles a little bit, what kind of conversations are the receivers having in the meeting room in order to sort of help the offense break out of the funk?
Right. So we just want to we can be the playmakers. It was a coach I think in college. Said the receivers we can kind of change the game. We can put it on us. We can let us bring the juice. Let us bring the big plays and the momentum. We can run a pass play and the lineman miss a block, but if we catch a ball 70 yards down the field, it don't matter. We fixed it. Let us be the playmakers. Let us be the momentum and get the team going. So that's the things we try to do. Just hold ourselves to a high standard. We can be a great receiver group. We believe we're a great receiver group. So let's just go out and do it. That's what we preach. Go out there. Know the call, hear the call, and do your job. That's our saying. So I guess that would answer your question.
With the team coming off a tough defeat, have any of the captains kind of spoken up or spoke to the team, or you or anyone individually or anything like that?
I think you heard a little bit more at practice the other day. That's something that I noticed. It was a little I wouldn't say different, but it was even more of a pep in our step. Guys holding guys accountable, or getting the energy going, or being aware of these situations. And that's one of the things that we've had, in these last couple games, just the situational football. You hear guys, stepping up, and speaking. Everybody is aware that this is third and short. We need to be better on third and short, like lock in on this play. Like if you're hearing that on on a Wednesday and a Thursday. So we are aware, but you hear those guys speaking.
Anything particular, Adam Thielen being the veteran in your room, has kind of said to your group or anything like that?
Not in particular. I mean, he's always a leader. Like not anything in particular. He's helping out. What he does, and holding us accountable, and making sure we're in the right spots and knowing the calls and things like that. So Adam, he's just being him.